Hey, what's up, guys? This is your RacePace coach, and today we will go over 1 hour practices. Okay, so we got stuck doing 1 hour practices before our big regional meet and our big sectional meet. Um, we got stuck doing 1 hour practices because the floodlights for the pool didn't light up the pool enough, and they cut our 2 hour practices into 1 hour practices, and that's the reason why we got stuck doing 1 hour practices heading into regionals and sectionals in Federal Way, Washington. Okay, so how I conducted the race pace workout is I started I always have my kids do a broken 200 warm up, broken 200 choice warm up, and then once they're done warming up, they go straight into their sets. They normally do 3 to 4 sets. The 100 race pace is at, a third of the set. So a regular 100 race pace set is 1250s. Doesn't matter what stroke. So 1250s, you divide that by three, it's 450s. So they do 450s of each stroke at 100 race pace, and then 200 race pace and up, they're doing half sets. So a normal 200 race pace set is 2550. So half of that is 1250s. So they're doing these sets, and then again 400 500 race pace, you just cut it in half. All right. So the reason why we were doing this is because we didn't have enough time to do our 1 hour to do our sets in a 2 hour practice period. So we had to condense it and make it shorter so that each swimmer got to swim at least 4 sets that worked on four of their events going into the regional and sectional meet. Okay, so it would give us enough time to do 3 to 4 sets. Yeah, and the reason why I do this is pretty much our taper set into swim meets, but the reason why I was doing it not only to hit each event that they're swimming at the meet with their sets, but I could see that the kids were improving, but they're not improving that fast when they're doing um, a third of their set or half of their set into swim meets. Okay, um, I've done this before where we had shorter practices, and the results are still good. They still drop time, they still do well. Um, they could do better with a 2 hour practice, but we don't have that 2 hour practice, so that's why we do that. Okay, so if you're stuck with doing 1 hour practices um, at your pool, this is what you can do for your swimmers. They're still writing their events down, and then the rest in between, I cut the rest down to 5 minutes. 5 minutes rest. So 5 minutes of rest in between each set, and they were done. Um, they're done with 4 sets. Normally we do 6 sets, but because of the time constraint, we only did 3 to 4. Especially if they're doing 200 race pace, they probably would only be able to finish 3 sets, because four would take at least 15 minutes each set, and that's over an hour. Okay. And then we did do dry land, an hour to hour and a half of dry land before um, swim practice. We did a lot of squats, did a lot of calf raises, mainly working on the legs um, and core. And then we did some arms, some bicep curls, some tricep extensions with medicine balls. Okay, so if you're if you're stuck, if you only have 1 hour practices or maybe an hour and a half, this is my suggestion on what you do to get a little bit of race pace in, and still see improvement in your swimmers events. Okay, so again, if you have any questions, leave it in the comment description below. like this video, subscribe, check out my book, Secrets to Race Pace Swimming. Yeah, and then I'm also trying to put in more into my book. So uh, in the future, expect a updated version of my book so that there's more into it. And I'll put this into the book too on how, you know, to work around these shorter practice periods and stuff like that. Okay, so check out my book, check out my course if you don't understand how to do race pace. It's going to teach you how to do race pace training, and then it's going to go right into race pace training, tell you what to do. There's no gimmicks, or there's no long story about why I started, but um, you can watch the videos on YouTube on why I started race pace. But if you go check out my course, it's going to teach you, go right into it, and then you'll learn why I do each step there, and the reason why I do each step and how to run it properly. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.